Hello my friends, this is your coach for life Rashma, back again today with another video. Today I wanted to talk about the fear of commitment. Now I'm not talking about the type of fear of commitment that relates to relationships and committing and getting married and stuff like that. Rather, committing for your future, committing for your progress, something that you want to do and you need to commit to it, towards it, but the fear that's holding you back, whether it's like signing up for a new program or like learning something new, going to the gym, starting a weight loss program, this fear of commitment. So I wanted to discuss where this comes from and how to overcome this. So if you noticed, yesterday I did a little post on Facebook. I gave a very simple personal life example about how my fear of commitment was almost about to stop me from committing to long-term gym membership. Now, this happens to a lot of people. As soon as we hear about there is a contract or there is like a commitment required for certain months, people freak out. And it happens to a lot. And one of a good example is my clients as well, like my prospects. When they talk to me, they say, oh, I really love your program. I really want to do this, but I don't think it's the right time for me. I may not have the right time. I may not have the time and energy that's required. I may not be able to give my 100% to it. That's why I won't do it now. I'll wait until the right time comes. What I really hear when they say this is that they have this fear of commitment. It's not they don't trust me or my program or my services, rather they don't trust themselves. That's what I hear. So most of the times, fear of commitment, guys, comes from lack of trust from within yourself. When you lack trust in yourself, as in like you know that, knowing your history and knowing your patterns, you know it very well that you will not be able to give you 100%, or this assumption that like I have to give so much time and energy and I won't have this time or the energy required to excel in this. And then if you don't excel in this, or if you don't do it successfully, then what will end up happening is that you will end up beating yourself up in the end, right? You will hate yourself. You will be calling yourself bad names and just hating yourself more. And what you're trying to do by being fearful of commitment and not really committing is that you're trying to protect yourself from beating yourself up in the end if you were to be unsuccessful. But can you see, this pattern is actually keeping you at effect. It's actually keeping you unsuccessful anyway, because if you don't commit, then you are not going to do it anyway. So see, this is a self-sabotaging pattern. You are sabotaging yourself, your own success, by allowing this fear to rule you. So what can you do to overcome this? Simple. Fear, you always need to face it. You always need to face it. That's what I did. I asked myself, why am I scared anyway? Like, what is my biggest fear? What is the worst possible circumstances that can happen if I go ahead with this? And for me, it was, all right, if I don't continue with this, then I will have to continue paying for the whole 12 months membership. There is no exit, and so I'll lose some money. And then that was the worst case scenario. And I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe because I'm investing money and I'm actually paying for it now, because I'm already paying for it and I'm obliged to make a use of it or just let it go, I know that I will do my best to use that money because that's already being spent. So that commitment will force me to actually take the action. Even in the times when I feel like not to go to the gym, I will remember, oh, I'm paying for it already. I'm not using this service. Let's use it. That's what I'll do, and I'll go. I know this is what a lot of people have, because when you invest in something, when you put your energy and time into something, you automatically want to make the most out of it. You want to get the most value out of it. That's why you will automatically start putting effort into it. Otherwise, you would not put any effort into it. And can you see, you will be 1, 2, 3, 4 steps ahead just by committing to it. So commitment is not bad at all. So this meaning that you have given, what commitment means to you, you need to change that. Commitment does not necessarily always mean a bad thing. It can actually be a good thing. It can actually be beneficial for you as well. So this is how you got to take it. And another thing that I'd like to tell you guys is nothing changes if nothing changes. If you allow yourself to buy into your own fears and your own excuses, then you will always be in that space. You will never be able to come out of it, right? So you need to come out of your own excuses that you've been giving yourself and change something. Because if you want to move forward, if you want to do something, if you want to achieve something, you have to make a change. And this this not committing to it and not doing it on a like in a proper way and just making excuses and saying I'll do it later on, your later on is never going to come, right? You know it, I know it, everyone knows it. So if you want to do it, you want to change your life, start today, start right now. Whatever it is that you need to do, lock yourself up in that commitment. For me, it was like no exit kind of 12 months gym contract with my gym, right? For you, it could be, if you want to actually have the commitment and there is no, lock-in contract and stuff like that, you could have an accountability partner and set yourself up for, if you don't do the actions, then someone will check on you and see how you're progressing. And if you're not, they will ask you, why aren't you doing this? Like having someone to answer to will give you a great level of commitment, because you are more likely to do things when you commit to someone else. Most of the people are like that. Some are not. Some are like perfectly okay with their own commitments, but most of the people, they work better when they commit to someone else. And so it will work really well for you if you commit and have an accountability partner as well for yourself. So that was about fear of commitment, guys. Let me know how I went with this video, whether this information was useful. If it was, give me a thumbs up, give me a comment in this video, under this video, so I know. And if there is any other issues that you would like to be addressed, don't forget to let me know so I can make another video for you. You have a lovely time. Bye.